Hey everyone, it's Rochelle and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I actually sat down and filmed a video, but I'm back, you guys. So in today's video, I will be making a glueless wig. Yeah, you heard me, a glueless wig from start to finish. And you guys, this is my it's not my very first time. I've attempted this before and it was an epic fail, but I think we have a winner. And if you want to learn how to do this, then please continue to watch. And the hair that I'm using, it's provided by ISEE Hair. I will put all the hair info in the description box down below. They also carry wigs, but I will be making my wig from start to finish. You are going to need a tape measure. And I'm going to go ahead and measure from ear to ear. This is going to give me an idea of where my frontal needs to go. So I'm just measuring from ear to ear. Mine's about 12 inches. I already know the measurements. I've made enough wigs. And I'm going to try the frontal on my head. So I'm trying the frontal off. And I'm going to cut where you see right above the ear. So that's where I'm going to cut on both sides. This is how you make your glueless wigs. I've tried to make it in the past and I didn't measure the frontal and cut it. And I find that it just didn't fit glueless. It didn't fit tight enough. So I'm measuring the frontal right now. This is how it's looking. And then I'm going to go in with my scissors and just cut off that part that is about 12 inches. So that's what I'm doing. Now you can mark it before you cut it. I didn't really do that, but if you've never done this before, try and mark it before you cut it because you don't want to make any mistakes. So this is how my frontal is looking now. And by the way, guys, I bleached the knots before I cut the frontal. So I bleached it off camera. I didn't do a very detailed video on bleaching because I have videos like that already on my channel. I have videos of me customizing the hairline. Moving on. So this is my canvas head. It's about 21 inches circumference, which is the same as my head size. This is what I'm going to use to make my wigs, and I'm going to use this wig stand right here. It's from GX. It's not the best, but it works. And I'm going to use the mesh dome style wig cap. This is what I use to make all my wigs because I really like it. It's very stretchy and it's very easy to work with. So I'm just going to pop that onto my canvas head and I'm going to pin it down with some T-pins or just any regular pins that I have. Now we're going to go in with the frontal and we are going to basically fold it. Just make sure we have it centered properly so I can see where the center of it is, and then I'm going to pull it down onto my wig cap, pull it forward just probably about an inch, and then I'm going to put my T-pin in it, and then also I'm going to pin down the sides. You want to pin the sides down because we're going to sew this, so we need to keep it in place, and I'm just getting that hair out of the way. Now you guys, I am using a different frontal, by the way. I'll explain why. Now I'm using a hook needle, so a hook needle to sew my wig, and also a nylon black thread. Now you don't necessarily have to start your stitch in the middle. I just like doing it like that. It really doesn't matter, but I start off in the middle and then work my way to the end. Just take your time with it if you're new with it. I mean, I can make them pretty fast, and keep in mind this video is also edited, so it seems like I did it super fast and I made it look super easy, but you know, this is all edited magic. So it took me a little bit of time considering the fact that I haven't made a wig in a while. So once I get to the end, I do cut it and then I tie a knot so it doesn't come undone. And I do the same thing for the other side as well. Now that the frontal is sewn down, I'm going to go ahead and start sewing down the bundles. So I just put the bundle on the back of the wig cap and I pinned it down to keep it in place. And I'm going to go ahead and start making my stitch. I mean, I don't really go very small with my stitch because I'm trying to do this super fast. As long as it's nice and neat, I'm okay with that, and it won't come undone because I don't usually have that issue where it comes undone. I make sure I tie the knots really tight and it stays in place. Okay, they stay in place. Now you guys, I mentioned that I did not use the same frontal that you saw in the very start of the video, and the reason for that is this frontal is an HD frontal and I actually did not cut it on camera. I forgot to cut it on camera, and then I had to go in with another frontal and cut that frontal because I really wanted you guys to see that step, because that step is very important, that you see where I cut the frontal from so I can create this glueless wig. So this step is very repetitive, so that's why I'm not really talking through this part, because I'm just literally sewing down the hair onto the cap. That's my cat's ear. He just always has to be a part of the video. Hi Simba. Bye, Simba. And as for the weft of hair that I'm using, you guys, I'm doing the fold-in method, meaning I do not cut the weft. So I just keep going around and around on the wig cap and not cutting the weft. This is actually going to help to minimize any kind of hair shedding as well. So by not cutting the weft, you minimize that problem. So now that I made my stitch and I'm at the very top, well, not the very top, but I'm close to the top, now I go ahead and I cut the weft and I start going across. So I'm just going across with my stitch, keeping them nice and neat, not very small, because, you know, like I said, I'm kind of doing this quickly. And as you can see, I'm showing you guys that I'm just going to go all the way to the top, straight across, and then we are finished. Okay, the wig is all done, and I'm going to take out the pins now, and I'm going to go ahead and cut off that extra piece of wig cap. So I'm just cutting it across, and make sure you don't cut any of the stitch, because that would really suck and your wig will unravel, and you don't want that. So this is how it's looking. Alright, so we're going to make sure that we're able to wear this wig as a glueless wig. So I'm going to put it back on my canvas head, and it's inside out now. So I pinned it down. That's what I'm going to do now. And we're going to be doing the elastic band method. So I'm using this elastic band and I cut it about 7 inches because I measured the back of my head. So basically from ear to ear at the back. And then I put this onto my mannequin head, and then I'm going to sew it down onto the lace. So I'm sewing it down onto the lace onto the side, and this is just going to ensure that I'm able to wear my wig glueless. I added some curlers to style the hair earlier because I wanted that big, you know, voluminous hair look. So I'm going to try this wig on, you guys. I'm excited because it fits my head perfectly. It literally fit my head like a hat, like it was made for my head. So I was very, very happy with how it turned out. And you guys, I've tried this before, making a glueless wig, and it did not fit my head perfectly. Like with glueless, you need it to fit perfectly, like you're literally putting a hat on your head. That way you don't have to rely on glue. And you guys have seen me doing this before. If you're new, you probably haven't. But I'm going to go ahead and take my scissors and start cutting away all that extra lace because, honey, we don't need it. So cut it as close to the hairline as possible, but not exactly on the hairline, if that makes any sense, because you don't want any of your hair to be peeping through. So I'm just going to go in with the scissors, and I'm not making a perfectly straight line. I'm kind of cutting it very like jagged. Are you seeing that? What? Like, come on, glueless wig. And I went ahead and I cut the other side of the lace off as well. And this is pretty much how it looks. Wig on, wig off. I can easily apply it, take it on and off, and I don't have to apply any glue to it. Now I will say for the sides though, I would definitely put some spray on it, like some Got2b free spray or some melting spray, just to get the sides to stay down a bit more. But they stay down pretty good without any product. Now, and I'm just going in with my scissors, and I'm going to add some baby hairs. I'm not doing anything like too extra. I want to keep it very natural, very simple and easy. And I'm going to go in with my edge brush and my comb. Now I'm going to go ahead and melt down the lace because I still want to have that melted look. You can wear the wig as is, but I want to have it still looking a little bit on the melted. So this is not glue. This is the melting spray, and it's from Chia V. I will put the link in the description box down below, so it can be easily removed with just water. That's it. So I'm just gonna spray it down on the glueless wig, and it says it's also good for glueless wig application, so I wanted to test it out on glueless wig application. So I'm just applying it to the lace, and I'm just going to tie this down just to melt down that lace more into my skin so it looks really natural and realistic. I'm gonna tie my wig down, and I left this on for about 10 minutes, just like I would when I melt down my wig with glue. But honey, are you seeing that? It looks good. It looks really good considering that I did not use any glue whatsoever. I'm feeling it. And guys, I've been wanting to make a glueless wig because sometimes I really don't have time for, you know, a high maintenance wig. Sometimes I just want to pop it on my head and go outside. I'm here for it. It looks great. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to you guys. Hope you learned something from it. And if you did, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in another video very, very soon. I have a lot of video coming this year. So yeah, I will be back very, very soon. Love you guys. Bye.